Howdy YouTube world, welcome back to yet another episode of Drunken Food with Puddin. And I usually don't divulge this kind of information, but I have an upcoming birthday. So this will be our birthday edition, which, who gives a fuck, right? But anyway, we're doing fried chicken tonight. And I wanted to do this meal because I got a coworker, name is Curtis Paulson. This fucking guy, he thinks he is Chef Bobby Flay, and he's basically Chef Boyardee is what the fuck he is. But they say he makes some pretty good fried chicken at work. He makes batches for staff sometimes. He makes it strictly for the individuals in care, and everyone goes nuts over it. And I've had it, the batches he's made for staff, the stuff that he's brought in, and it is good, but ain't no fucking pudding fried chicken, ain't no drunken fried chicken. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. And I do want to share this with you fine folks. Tonight's buzz is brought to you by Lead Slingers. It's their Minuteman single malt American whiskey. This was purchased by my moderately good friend and producer slash cameraman Joshua John Bateman. And easy. And then of course, classy as fuck, the Champagne of Beers by Dakota Edward Jameson, my editing guy. This was his parents bought Doug and Angie. You've met them before at the beef stew video. They bought him this probably a year ago, I imagine, maybe more, and he don't think it's too bueno. He don't want it, so I'm gonna drink this bitch. So without further ado, before we get into the actual video, hold on, maybe. Okay. We're gonna stay classy, and as always, we're gonna stay hydrated. Pretty fucking good, boys. Alright folks, now as I mentioned before, we're going to do some fried chicken. We got approximately 26 legs. Actually, I don't have exactly 26 legs, I counted them. I usually like to soak them in buttermilk for roughly 4 or 5 hours before we're going to fry. Tonight we're going to speed the process just that much. But anyway, I do want to go over that process with you. We have, doesn't matter how many legs, but we got some legs in with some, I got 2 quarts of buttermilk in there. I've got a little bit of hot sauce, some pickle juice, and all these seasonings here. Regular salt, Mike Lowry's, pepper, garlic powder, smoked paprika, all that good bullshit. And in the words of Gordon Ramsay, you gotta fucking season everything. Season, season, season. So, this is seasoned. This is a egg and milk wash, seasoned. And I got some flour with all those delicious seasonings. And I don't exactly know how the ratio goes, but I know a lot of people fry chicken with some cornstarch mixed in with the flour. I went ahead and did that very minute amount because I usually when I fry chicken, which isn't very often, I do plain flour because it's simple shit, man. I'm not trying to make gourmet fucking chicken here. But we do have probably damn near 1 to 10 ratio. Very little cornstarch, but I gave it a shot just to see because I don't know. But we got that all squared away. We're going to start dipping this in back and forth. We're going to do a double breaded chicken. I will do that. So take it out of the buttermilk, obviously. Then we'll throw it in the flour. We'll bring it back here, back into the flour. Then we're going to let it rest for probably about 10 minutes on a cookie sheet. I wanted to get a wire rack. Don't have one. I thought I did. But we'll let that rest on a cookie sheet for a little while before we fry it. Then we're going to fry roughly 7-8 minutes per side at 300, in between 340 and 350. So you're looking at 15-16 minutes total. Let that rest for a few more minutes so you don't burn your mouth when you bite into the son of a bitch, and then we'll be done. So it's going to be a process, but I think it's worth the wait. So, oh hey, before we cut the scene, give me 2 seconds. Stay right there. My awesome, beautiful woman, I like her a lot. Didn't even say the other L word, if you know what I mean. But on camera, I don't think I want to. Just because. No, she got this awesome birthday present for me. It's a The instructions are over there. Fuck, you do the whole deal. You do some things, and Put some bourbon in there and you make it this, that, and a wiffle ball bat. This is fucking awesome. This is probably the best gift I've ever gotten. Ever, I would say. I mean, birthday or otherwise. This thing is just fucking cool as shit. But anyway, that's a process to actually get it going, do the process. But anyhow, set this off to the side and we'll get back to the show. And as I said before, happy birthday to me, and fuck all I'm just kidding. But happy birthday to me though, and stay hydrated. Alright folks, now we did skip ahead just a little bit. We got our, some of our chicken legs breaded up just about half, third-ish, half-ish, in that range. So obviously we went from this mixture, went to the flour, and a little bit of cornstarch, like 10% cornstarch, 1 to 10. Back to our egg milk mixture, then back to our flour mixture, and we're gonna let this set. It's been set right now for about 10 minutes. We'll have to go for probably another 5 or 10, then we'll get that shit fried up. I do want to bring on a special guest that has had a recurring role in the Drunken Food family, the empire, the show. Matt, if you'd step forward, please, sir. Tonight he's gonna help us out. Well, he helped out and he breaded this deliciousness for us. And he's also going to make some mashed potatoes for us. Just obviously fried chicken. Gotta have mashed potatoes. Gotta have gravy. You gotta have the fucking works, right? Well, I think so anyway. They're going to do that for us. And like I said, it's a pretty simple deal. But if you want to kind of get in on that, just how we're going to make those, just go right ahead if you would.
We're just going to make the old-fashioned ones. We're going to peel them, cut them, boil them, and throw some butter in there with them, and mash them up the way old Granny did, and just do her that way. We ain't gonna make a whole bunch of work out of this shit, and it'll be worth eating. That's all we're worried about.
That's right. We're worried about getting fucked up and eating, and I tell you what, we got the fucked up part squared away.
And cheap beer.
And cheap beer. Don't be an asshole and buy all kind of expensive beer. Don't do that shit. Just don't. I mean, hell, I tell you, Miller High, this is delicious. I tell you what. This whole bottle is probably fucking $2.87 after tax. You know, I did the math in my head. Anyway, all bullshit.
Probably wrong, but yeah.
Anyway, all bullshit aside, we got the first batch squared away. We're gonna let that rest, and the reason we're gonna let that rest, it's just gonna sit there, make sure all that moisture's out of that fucking chicken on the outside. That skin's gonna get moderately crispy. I mean, it ain't gonna be hard as a brick because that'd be stupid in the fucking first place. But it's going to be delicious. It's at in between 340 and 350 degrees, 7-8 minutes aside, total of about 16 minutes. So we're going to get that oil going here shortly, and we'll get our batches going, and we'll get the potatoes going, and it'll all come together. So, as always, stay tuned, and I have a shot with you, and stay hydrated. Alright folks, we have our first batch of chicken ready to go. We got the oil in the 355 degrees. Once we drop the chicken into it, it's going to drop to about 340, give or take, which is fine. We want it in that 340 to 350, 355 degree range. So we'll turn this on just a little bit more. So we'll drop our chicken in. We got about 10 legs right now. Off that excess, you don't want that bullshit on there. Just like so. It's about 7 minutes aside, give or take. Easy peasy. Jap and easy. What's your favorite? Man, it is better than the rest. Fried chicken, fucking right. And then we'll get them goddamn mashed potatoes going here pretty soon. After all the chicken's squared away, then we'll do some gravy. But it's going to take a little while. You know how chicken goes, Steve. You've got to be patient with this shit. You want decent chicken? Be patient. And Curtis, I want to say I like you and you're a hell of a worker. PM shift, dude. Been there a long fucking time. Hey, come from your AM staff? Fuck you. He damn good cook, kinda. Oh, you whore bitch. I guess you're not gonna get all of them. Fucker. We're gonna get 9 in though, 9. Smush it around just a little bit. You don't want to steam that bitch, you want it to have. So, turn up just a little bit, yeah. We got 1 leg left over, which is fine. Oh, and also our unpaid corporate sponsor, besides the champagne and beers and our lead slingers, we have some Scott's paper towels. The only shit I buy. True story. I'm just saying. So, let's go about 8-9 minutes, give or take. We'll flip that bitch over for another, 7-8 minutes. Flip it for another 7 or 8. Good to go. We'll let it rest on some paper towels, let that grease absorb. And we'll cook the more batches as we go. Make these mashed potatoes, make a little bit of gravy, and call it good. It's a cast iron, folks. Fuck, I tell you what. Yeah, there's a little bit to it. It's not like an actual. I was gonna have a little fucking thermometer. It's not like an actual deep fryer or anything like that. But I tell you can put this bitch on the grill, on a campfire, put it in the oven, keep it on your stove. That is the great versatility of cast iron. And before folks start to say all the benefits, the negatives, all that, I mean, fuck, I just listed all the benefits. Throw this bitch in the. You have a little fire ring out in your yard. More than halfway level. Throw that bitch on there. Cook whatever you want. Throw it in your oven. Throw it in your grill. Keep it on your stovetop. Whatever you got to do. And also, this particular one now, this is a 15 inch. It's Lodge brand. Like I said, you can get it at Bass Pro or Walmart. Get it at Walmart because Bass Pro charges a little bit more. Nothing against them. But Bass Pro has that logo on that shit. I think I mentioned before in the previous video. Get it at Walmart. I tell you, I think it's like $40. You do not want to spend all that fucking money on cast iron. Because you sure can in a hurry. And I don't. Just so I don't. I have all kinds of cast iron. I do not spend that $100, $150, $200 fucking dollars on a skillet. Cast iron or otherwise. I don't do that shit. Anyway. We got that shit frying up. Got some oil popping. About perfect. So stick with us here. We'll flip it over in about 5 minutes from now. And as always, stay hydrated. Alright folks, as you can see now, it took 3 batches. We have the most delicious fucking fried chicken cooked up, in my professional opinion and Matt's opinion, probably. We both partook, so I do want to say this. Hey Curtis, we called you out. I think you're fucked, by the way. Just saying.
I don't even know Curtis, and he's fucked.
See? Matt don't even know Curtis. And Curtis, you're fucked. Beautiful golden brown fucking chicken cooked perfectly to 165 degrees-ish. Ish is very relative. One of the cocksucker cooked through, and that's what it's going to take. So on top of that now, we got roughly about, I would say, 7 pounds of russet potatoes, all boiled up, squared away. We got the game changer. Kerrygold fucking butter. No non-salted bullshit. Straight Kerrygold salted butter. We got some whole milk we're gonna throw in there, and obviously Matt, just give him a little demonstration of what else we're gonna throw in the mashed potatoes. We got the butter and milk. What's we gonna throw in there for seasoning, rather? What do you think we gotta do?
Well, we're just gonna put some butter in here, some salt and pepper, and mix them up good. Put some milk.
So that's what we like to see, folks. So stick with us. We'll make it creamier than you know what. Alright folks, we have our final bite ready to go. We have our fried chicken legs, some mashed potatoes with gravy, mashed potatoes with gravy, I'm drunk, forgive me. King's Hawaiian rolls. Anyway, so, ready for the final bite, just like, that some bitch crispy as a motherfucker. Here we go. Oh, see that some bitch dripping juice? That's perfect chicken. So here we go. It's about to burn the fuck out of my mouth, I'm not gonna lie. It really is. So, give me a second. Give me a second. Son of a bitch. Alright, here we go. That's good fucking chicken, folks. One more bite. And I think we might just be out. This is a taste test, so to speak. Taste test. Shit.
Made it, take care of it.
It'll be alright. So. Yep, exactly. That's damn good fried chicken, folks. And as I said, that was our taste test. That was our last bite. And we are out.